How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? 3123 here, and we're going to be talking about Call of Duty Ghosts in today's episode of Casual Friday. Now, ignore my monotonous voice. I have a cold right now. That's probably why I sound like a fucking bag of dirty noodles, and I feel like dog shit. But I feel like this is an important thing to discuss because I find the whole topic interesting regarding what's happening with Call of Duty. So, the Call of Duty Ghosts multiplayer reveal happened yesterday. It happened today for me in Australia because our time zones and all that shit. And I woke up early to watch the whole thing because I was coming into this with a very closed mind because I got burned off of the series with Black Ops 2 and I wasn't really expecting much. And I think I had to come in with a mindset that I wasn't expecting that much, otherwise I wouldn't have been entertained and I wouldn't have been impressed by it at all. So I came in with this closed off mind, and when I was done watching it, I kind of thought it was pretty cool, some of the stuff they were doing. I mean, I wasn't like, oh my god, oh, this is COD 4 number 2, this is the revolution. No, I just thought it was kind of good what they were doing. I wasn't blown away, but I thought it was alright. There were a couple of things that kind of stood out for me, things that I thought were really impressive. So, now they have character customization, which is awesome, and I'm surprised they haven't had it, since Halo's been doing it since the original Halo, and everybody enjoys it. So, there's over 20,000 customizable options for you, and you can play as a chick now, which is pretty good. The whole idea with Call of Duty Ghosts is they're bringing this customization for your character into the create a class system. Instead of creating a class, you create a soldier. This soldier is personalized visually, and then you're able to actually get into the guns and the kill streaks and perks. So with this whole system, they're bringing in squad points, which is very akin to COD points from Black Ops. Now, I think this is pretty cool because it means I don't have to get all the shit that I don't want and have to wait to get the cool stuff. I thought COD points were alright actually, so I'm glad they brought this back. And they've also made some refinements to the perks, where perks act differently to before. Certain perks are worth more of these squad points, which is what the points are called, and so you get to choose how you want to use them. It works similar to the Pick 10 system, except I think this way it's more balanced, so the overpowered shit will cost you more points. And this way it means I have an excuse to balance it later on in the game's life cycle. They have announced 7 new game modes. One of them I think is awesome, which is called Cranked, where it's essentially team deathmatch, but as soon as you get a kill, the clock starts counting down, and you get a kill to get that clock back up, but if you don't kill someone, you blow up. This is actually the gameplay they'll be showing in the background, and it looks pretty cool actually. I think it's pretty awesome. They've announced a couple of other new things like squads, which I could give less than a shit about, so I'm not going to even talk about it. And this part's pretty cool, but I want to see how well it's implemented. So they're bringing dynamic maps to Call of Duty Ghosts, which is akin to Battlefield with destructible environments, though I feel like this is more linear in terms of there are certain parts of the map that are just destructible, and like these are certain points that are meant to be destroyed, as opposed to Battlefield 4. From what we've seen, pretty much everything can be destroyed. So yeah, I think dynamic maps will actually play a bigger role in the game, depending on what map is getting played on. That's what I'm thinking. So they've also shown us some kill streaks. Now they've said, Infinity Ward have said that they're not going to be focusing as much on air-based ones. They've gotten rid of a lot of the air-based ones and are focusing more on ground-controlled ones. They've got dogs for the first time in an Infinity Ward game. You get Riley, who's the dog from the campaign. Yeah, it's pretty cool, I guess. They actually look like they have some really cool kill streaks. Now that I've talked about the things that I like, I feel like it's time for me to explain why I'm a bit concerned about the game. As you know, Casual Friday is the show where I discuss my thoughts. And right now, I am a bit torn on whether I want to buy this game or not. I came into it thinking, yeah, I'm probably not going to buy it. I don't think it'll be that cool. It looks pretty cool, but I'm kind of wondering about a couple of things. For one, it's not only cross-platform, but it's cross-generation. So, I don't know if the current-gen console one will be nerfed. As you know, I'm not buying a next-gen console anymore. I heard that on PC it's not as fun. And I heard, and what if they water it down on the current-gen systems is what I'm thinking. And I'm pretty sure that's what they're going to do. It's probably going to be watered down a little bit. Graphics won't be as good, even though they're not really remarkable right now anyway. But we'll have to wait and see about that. The things that concern me more has to do with balancing. Like, I know they're using these squad points, but it looks like you can get more perks now. And I think that even if some things cost more points, that won't turn people off of getting it if it's overpowered. This destructible environment also kind of worries me with how that's going to affect the gameplay. There was one kill streak that actually changes the map completely. Now, as you know, Modern Warfare 3 had shit maps, and a lot of the maps in Modern Warfare 3 were just entirely destroyed. You can't tell me that there aren't going to be lots of times where someone does get this kill streak, destroys the entire map, and that seems a bit overpowered to me. I'm not sure if they're going to balance this or, whatever. However, here's the main concern I have, and it actually doesn't really regard what they've shown me, but more about Call of Duty's past. So, I got burned out of the series with Black Ops 2. Like, I got burned out before Modern Warfare 3 launched, but then I ended up getting it anyway, to be disappointed. And so, I came into Black Ops 2 last year, quite disappointed. And not really expecting anything. And then they kept showing more, and I was like, wow, this actually looks really cool. I'm looking forward to playing this. And so then I bought it. I thought it, from a design standpoint, it was pretty cool. But then there were the problems with the lag, which pissed me off immensely because it made the game not fun. And my friends keep saying, oh, that didn't happen to me, but it happened to me, and it fucked me with that game, and I just didn't want to play it anymore. And with all the disappointments that I had last year and in 2011, I'm just not sure if it's going to live up to what I hope it will do. See, the last 2 years have been very disappointing for me in terms of games. In 2011, Modern Warfare 3 was disappointing, Uncharted 3 was disappointing. The only game I really liked was Battlefield 3. A lot of people wanted more out of that too. Then last year, Assassin's Creed 3 and Black Ops 2 were disappointing to me. So this year, I'm coming in with a very closed mind. I've set myself on the games that I know I'm going to buy. That's Grand Theft Auto 5, Watch Dogs, and Battlefield 4, as well as new Pokemon, because I already know that's going to be good. But with everything else, I'm very closed off. I feel like I'm going to be disappointed with Assassin's Creed 4 like I was last year, and I feel like the same thing's going to happen this year. That, and I feel like with all these changes, it's still going to be the same Call of Duty that I'm tired of. I've been playing Call of Duty for 5 years. So it's the same game, and I feel like if I buy it, I'll be part of the problem that I always complain about. And for the sake of my, credibility, if the game turns out to be a disappointment, I don't want to be feeding them the money. But I'm just really not sure how I feel about this game. I'm so torn, I have no idea how I'm supposed to feel. Now, let me guys know, did you think that the presentation and all the stuff you saw about the gameplay was awesome? Or if you are like me and you think that you are kind of torn, you're not sure, or if you think it was just absolute dog shit, let me know in the comment section below. And that is today's episode of Casual Friday. As usual, leave a thumbs up, it helps out a lot. And if you enjoyed, make sure to subscribe to my channel to check out all my other stuff. Don't be irked by my monotone, because this is when I'm sick. And being sick is shit. Just be honest. As usual, I'm Fringy123, and have a good one.